Hello, 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 people. Welcome, more yoga. Welcome, yogis. Welcome, meditators. Welcome, people in general. People who wants to work with their emotions. I come running from another broadcast, so I'm sorry I didn't get the chance. I went to work this morning, then I had another broadcast with people, elderly people. It was amazing. I had the opportunity to share Tappilini with them, and it was amazing. If you're watching this for the first time or you don't know who I am, my name is Eduardo Blanco. Eduardo Emers is my stage name because I like my stage name. I like to find my own identity. And Eduardo Emers, you can find me everywhere. As I'm the only Eduardo Emers, Eduardo Blanco. There are a few of them, but I am the founder of Tappilini, and Tappilini is what a technique. It's an amazing technique to work with your emotions. And I want to tell you about Tappilini today. And I want to thank you for being part of this transmission. I want to welcome you to share your comments. We are live on Instagram via More Yoga. Thank you, More Yoga. Thank you, all more yogis. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share with you this moment. I'm also live on YouTube and Facebook. So to all of our people, thank you so much for this opportunity to share with you this technique. And today I want to talk about, well, I don't want to talk about something in specifically. Tappilini is to work with emotions. So I cannot talk about anything else but emotions. And I'm not talking about, as I'm feeling right now, quite emotional in the exciting way. No, I'm talking about the other kind of emotions, the emotions that brings us down. Yes, those difficult emotions that disempower us, the emotions that makes us feel like we are not good enough, or maybe don't deserve it, or maybe we feel like somebody else should do it better than us, or why to waste time doing this. This is the kind of emotions I want to talk to you, and I want to inspire to talk about these emotions because I've been like that. I've been that deep in very deep SIT. I mean, I've been deep on the dark side of the moon, and to give some validity to this practice, I want to share with you where all this started, because it started even before I was born. I mean, how many of us are being born from without being expected, or thinking that the the process of you being in this world is going to make somebody else happy, and when you come to this world, well, they realize that it's not the case. Well, like so many of us, my challenge in life began from even before I was born. And from then on, it just got worse and worse and worse and worse, to the point that I wanted to commit suicide by the age of 35. I was sick, I was poor, I was totally depressed, I was completely demoralized, and I didn't want anything from anyone at any point. And the only thing I wanted was out. I was tired, I was sick and tired of this reality that didn't make sense to me. I didn't make sense of what people told me, and I just wanted out. And I know that this kind of connection is very widely available around. I mean, many of us are going through difficulties of identity, for example. Who am I? What am I doing here? What I'm doing is really what I want to be doing, or I'm doing it only because I was put on the way and I didn't know how to say no, because I didn't know better because I didn't have the strength. Because from very early age, I was told, shut the up and do what you're told. How many times we've been, our curiosity, our desires, our wishes, and our wants are being extinguished to nothing. And then we end up kind of zombie walking, thinking, well, this is life, and the only thing I can do is to just carry on. But the carry on is fine, and some people can carry on quite automatically, and it's quite cool because they don't feel there is something wrong until very late in life when they have to retire, and then they just get old and sick and tired, and it's like, wow. And then they begin to, well, think to themselves, what could I've done differently? But then probably it's a little bit late, but it's never late, especially if you have the opportunity right now, and somehow you've been questioning your life in the last year of pandemic, that you've been within yourself, around yourself, and pretty much just living with yourself and whomever lives in your household, and you've been having to endure the pain of being you. And sometimes it can be a little bit difficult. Well, if this year of pandemic has brought up difficult confrontations with yourself, and you have realized few conflicts, inner conflicts, Tappilini is for you. Tappilini is the technology that has the potential to transform the vision, the perspective that you have of yourself and the life around you. And I'm not talking to you like a wishy-washy guru that comes to you thinking, you know something, I'm gonna tell you about the spirituality and how you can connect with your inner self. No, I'm not gonna talk to you from that realm. I mean, some people can do it very beautifully, and good for them. Good for them. I am practical. I am the kind of person who, if a prophet comes to me and I say, well, I came down from the cross, I want to see the hole, and I want to put my finger through it. I want a proof, and I need results. I'm that kind of person. So I'm a little bit too blunt sometimes, too direct, but it's because I have learned through so many years to be clear, to have clarity of thought, have clarity of intention, know who I am, know what I want to do and how I want to do it, and where do I want to go with all this. I have it very, very clear. And this is the kind of message that I brought to you, that clarity. And when we have emotions that brings us down, the depression, the anxiety, the worry, the fear, guilt, shame, and all that is S-H-I-T, shoot, all that just brings us down. We lose clarity. We lose clarity of identity. We lose meaning. Life becomes meaningless. Getting up in the morning and doing exactly what you did yesterday just feels like, really? Honestly? Again? What for? So I can just hope for my day to finish, so I can run to the pub, well, not now because they're closed, run to whatever supermarket, get my bottle of wine, and just wind out. Wind off? I mean, just relax. It happens. It happened to me. It has happened to me. I've been to that position. And actually been a lot worse. Way worse. Way worse. So if you think that, I'm not here to compare, and I'm not comparing pains, because each pain feels like the greatest pain. And I know that your pain must feel to you like the most painful pain ever felt. And I know because I had that thing. And I know that when you are deep in shit, you feel like you're about to drown and nobody understands you. Nobody really gets you, and somehow it feels good to feel bad. There is this kind of addiction to feeling bad. I know you can say, oh, no, how could I feel bad if I hate feeling depressed? Yes, but if we really hated feeling depressed, we would do anything to come out of it. But no, we allow the process, our conditions, to continue going in circles, back again, up, yes, no, no, I can't, yes, I can, no, I can't, no, yes, I can't, no, I can't. And we just create this massive ball of smoke and nothingness that completely blocks our clarity. And we need to find clarity. What do you really, really want in life? What do you want from yourself? And I want to ask you a very tough question. Very, very tough. And I hope that there is no one that is prone to suicide. Please, if you are someone who's prone to suicide, I will invite you to take a deep breath in, relax, and either you want to switch off, or believe me, this is kind of bring you face to face with your biggest fear. Because the idea that what I want to ask you is, imagine that you are in your last day. There is always hope, but imagine that you are in your last day. And that's it. You know that this is the end of the line. What do you want to leave behind? Ask yourself that question, because if you are not aware of your own mortality, believe me, you don't know how to live this life. Because you probably are wasting time, are wasting resources, are wasting energy, are wasting the opportunity to do more for yourself. We have to be aware that we have counting time. And right now, with this coronavirus, has brought that to people. It has brought the desire and that's fire inside to say, I have to do something different with my life. I cannot just go back to the same, because I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. With this 2 weeks period that this virus has, either you jump it and be happy, or in 2 weeks you're gone. As simple as that. And so what we have is today, right now, right here. This is who we are, and this is the person that has to go to bed with every single night. You go and put your head to the pillow, and you have to take that deep breath before just going deep into sleep, and then wake up in the morning with yourself. And this practice that I'm going to share with you today is called Tappilini. And I know it sounds quite Italian, but it's not. It's actually quite international, because Tappilini is form of two beautiful, powerful techniques. One is tapping. You have heard of it, tapping, or EFT, emotional freedom technique. This simple technique that uses the tip of our fingers, and we tap different points in our face, head, and body, works with the Chinese philosophy of the acupuncture and the meridians. So as we tap in different points, we connect with organs in our body. For example, the karate point. This is the karate point because it's like the one we chop, as if we're practicing karate. This point in here, if you touch this place in your hand, you will feel that there is a place that hurts or feels tender. Yes? Just try it. Yeah? In this point, well, that point is the meridian, where the meridian crosses. And this one specifically connects with your small intestine. The small intestine is the one that absorbs all the nutrients of the food that you eat, or whatever thing that you eat. And that information goes all throughout your body and kind of sends all the signals of nutrition, and this part is this and this other part needs that. And so when we tap here, we begin the process of activating our absorption of information. So when we tap on this, we create intention. We say, okay, I want to work with shame. I feel very ashamed of who I am. Why? Because maybe I'm too fat, I'm too old, I'm too ugly, I'm too poor, I'm too, I don't know. And before just pushing it away, I'm going to confront my reality. I'm going to bring it forward and say, okay, this is what I think. I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not trying to make it beautiful. I am really thinking about my own reality. And I'm saying this as an example. Obviously, we all have our own issues, but we tend to run away from our issues. We're trying to, nope, it's not there. Nope, 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 it's fine. And very only until it gets really bad is when we face it and get kind of empowered to say, I have to do something to change it. So this technique, Tappilini, works with the meridians and works in that moment of when you say enough. That's it. Enough is enough, and I need to change my life now. How? I don't know, but I need to find something. And there is a say that when the student is ready, the teacher arrives. Maybe this is no coincidence, and maybe you're watching this for a reason. Maybe this is a kind of technique that might help you or assist your process of liberation or balancing your emotions. We have to think of our emotions intelligently. We have to think about them that every single pain has a lesson behind. Every single one. Every single pain, there is an opportunity to know more about ourselves. It doesn't matter if it's mental health or it's physical health or is any other kind of pain, emotional pain, spiritual pain, or I don't know, any other kind of pain. You think about it. Every single pain has a duality, has that thing that kills you, and it has the other thing that heals you. So normally we say pain, oh no, bad, point, take it away, erase it. But we ignore completely the side of there is a part that can heal me. Even if that pain feels like it's killing me, if I switch my perspective, I might find what that pain can do for me and heal me. So that is when we use Tappilini. This is when we bring Tappilini into the equation. Because with tapping, we disconnect from the fight, flight, or freeze response of the nervous system. So if you have felt ever a coward, like, oh my God, I just want to run away. Or if you have felt this Hulk inside you that when they push the buttons, you just want to punch them in the face. Or if you feel like you just want to disappear from the scene, those emotions, those reactions, those are not emotions, those reactions, the fight, the flight, and the freeze response are very natural responses of the nervous system. It's what has helped us survive. Those are very primitive responses. But as we progress in our evolution of consciousness, especially if you are practicing yoga, darling, if you are doing your yoga, you must be evolving in consciousness. So what used to trigger those reactions in a way, you have to be able to bring your game up. I mean, you have to upgrade your game and say, you know something? Okay, so how can I use this situation, which definitely is pushing all my buttons and is creating so much conflict in my life? How can I use that to transcend my reality and become something that agrees more with what I see myself doing or being. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense to you? If it makes sense to you, please send me a little thumbs up or a yes or a little heart or something that tells me that we are in the same channel. And but this is what Tappilini does. This is what I bring to you today. What is the other part? Because Tappilini, tap, comes from you have. I hear, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. YouTube people, what happens when it gets out of hand? Well, it can be difficult. Yes, this is when we get that point when we just are fleeting all the time, when we are escaping our reality. It can be escaping physically, like running for your life, asking for a divorce, or moving to a different country, or going for that bottle of wine. Whichever way of escaping, putting Netflix for 6 hours, whatever way of escaping, when that gets to that point, it's about attitude. It's about saying enough. Let's work with ourselves with opportunity to make it happen. So we have tapping. The Tappilini part of tapping is tap. And then comes Kundalini. Kundalini is the Lini part of Tappilini. Kundalini. I don't know if any one of you yogis have done Kundalini before. And what is your perception or idea of Kundalini? Some people have different ideas. I see some hearts and some thumbs ups here. Thank you so much. Well, so we are in the same channel. Brilliant. So Kundalini, simple and direct, is the yoga of consciousness. Yes, we do poses. Yes, we do breathings and asanas, as you call them, and pranayamas. And we have the whole poses. But what you really work with Kundalini is your mind. Well, not really. Is the transcended mind. We are not talking about the ego. We are talking about your consciousness, the consciousness behind the ego. So, how do we work with that part of consciousness? Well, with that part of consciousness, we use language. I don't know if you have heard the first line of many sacred books that says at the beginning, or in the beginning, there was the word. The word means because we have to know how to communicate. And with consciousness, we communicate. We use words. And it's a different language. It's like learning a new computer skill. You have to learn to communicate with your computer. And in Kundalini, we use mantras. Mantras are training for the mind. Man for mind, tra for training. Is training your mind to that mind, your ego mind, to communicate with your higher mind, the one that understands and knows everything. We know that. Some people call it higher consciousness. Other people call it God. Other people call it intuition. Other people call it, I don't know, universe or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. Because what matters is that we are aware that there is something that somehow keeps things running. And that is with whom we are talking to. In this case, in Tappilini's case, we use a very specific mantra. And this mantra, it's a transcendental mantra created around Guru Ramdas. Guru Ramdas is the entity or the energy of compassion, of forgiveness, of empathy, of it's very Christ-like, very Jesus-like, very prophet kind of like, because it's the one that is the kind of energy that invites you to look at yourself differently. Now, how does this mantra sound? And if you want to write down, this mantra, the miracle mantra Guru Ramdas sounds like this. Guru Guru Wahe Guru, Guru Ramdas Guru. Guru means separate each syllable, because remember, we are working with sounds. We are not working with words. Yes, with words, but it's more like sounds here. The language that we're using is sound and vibration. This language is universal. So there is no real translation, because I can tell you how it feels, but until you feel it, you will know how that feels. I can tell you what represents, or what are the symbols that, what those symbols point at. Guru, the word guru. Divide the word in two, gu and ru. Gu is darkness, ru is light. From darkness to light, guru. Guru, guru, Wahe guru. Wahe is hallelujah, shalom, yepa, arriba, arriba. I mean, this is a scream or a shout of joy and agreement, of saying, yes, I know that you know that I know. Something like that is what translation has hallelujah. I don't know. It's hallelujah, yepa, yes. That's the same thing in Kundalini. Wahe Guru. I mean, it sounds like Wahe Guru. Guru Guru Wahe Guru. Guru Ram Das Guru. Ram is the constructive, creative power of the universe. Is the sun god. Is the one that brings life. Is that seed of creation. Ram Das. Das is the other, is the feminine side. Das is the one that nurtures and creates and transforms and gives life to a new beginning. Ramdas Guru. So when we say Guru Guru, Wahe Guru, Guru Ramdas Guru, we enter a cycle. We enter a cycle when we invoke and we're new spirit of opening and transcendence and a new way of seeing ourselves. Guru Guru Wahe Guru, Guru Ramdas Guru. We repeat this mantra 5 times in one breath. Nobody said it was easy, but it's definitely worth it. I'm going to invite you to say it together. Take a deep breath in. This is where pranayama comes in, because by saying that 5 times, you need air. So take a deep breath in. Guru Guru Wahe Guru, Guru Ramdas Guru, 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 Guru Guru Wahe Guru, Guru Ramdas Guru. And we repeat that cycle 108 times. There is a reason. If you are a Aquarian thinker, you know about the Fibonacci sequence. You know about the golden ratio. You know about the magical power of 3, 6, and 9. And if you don't know about some things like that, well, you need to do Tappilini, because you need to access all that information, because it's crucial for you for our evolution, to know those little secrets, how we can use all these little secrets. So what happens when we do this 108 times? We go in a cycle that goes beyond the limits of your mind and access that point where all your answers exist. All the answers to your questions exist. So let's imagine, I'm going to give you an example, that you are working with shame. I love working with shame because I had to work a lot with shame. So shame and I, it's like we have created a beautiful bond. So let's imagine that you are working with shame, any kind of shame. It could be just shame of raising your voice or talking in public, any kind of shame. And you say, how can I transcend this situation? What is the answers to my questions? When we begin tapping, we cut the links to the shame. We'll cut the links to the moments that we had in the past when we felt very shameful, or ashamed, very ashamed. Sorry for my French. Spanish is my nature language. But so once we cut this and we start repeating Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru, and we enter in this cycle, by the minute 8, 10, you begin to get insights. I ask you to not believe me, but I am inviting you, your curiosity, to try it, because it's rather magical. Especially when we create the intention, or we already know where we're going. And that's why all this explanation that I hope it's making sense to you. And if there is anything that you would like me to go deeper, they said, oh, something, you talk about that thing that it didn't make sense to me, or it didn't get it wasn't very clear. Please, could you say it again? Please type it, and I will go again through it, or with it, okay? So imagine that you are working with shame, and you're repeating the mantra. Your mind is absorbed with the movement, with the sound, and with the breathing. So there is no escape. There is no escape of you, your mind wandering. You will stay put. You will stay put. And in that place, once you free yourself from the shame, the feeling, feeling of shame, you will connect with something different. You will get ideas, and that's what happens. That happens all the time. So, how are we doing? How are we doing? I hope everything is going well, and we're gonna start practicing this. We're gonna give it a go. What do you think? We're going to give it a go, and so I'm going to invite you to get comfortable. Bring your back off the seat if you are sitting on a chair like me. Put your feet well grounded, flat on the floor. If you are sitting on the floor, brilliant. Just make sure that your back straight. And I'm gonna put an audio. This audio you can download it for free from our website www.tappilini.com. And I'm going to invite you as well to visit our page in Facebook, where we have loads of people who are having challenges. They are creating challenges of 3 days all the way to 90 days. 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, 21, 33, 40, and 90 days. So these are kind of the milestones that the people are creating. They are making their own challenges because people are challenging themselves. Why? Because they are seeing results. So if you are ready to give it a try, let's get ready and give it a try. If you have any questions, please type it on the box so we can talk about it before we start. The tapping points. Did I mention all of them? First tapping point is the karate. Second tapping point is the head, the top of the head. We have a very soft, tender point here that hurts a little bit more than everything else. The third one is the beginning of the eyes, the start of the eye. It's already the eyebrows. So with both fingers. Then the temples. Then the bone under the eye. Then the lip under the nose. The chin. The collarbone. Heart. And ribs. And we're going to do this time. We're not going to do 25 minutes today because we don't have the time. And this is more like a taste. I want you to taste it, feel it. And if you feel attracted and if you feel connected with it, then I would like you to come and say, I want more. Show me more. Let me know more. How can I do more? Feel this good more. Like more yoga, more Tappilini, more goodness, more wellness. So, you can download the audio from SoundCloud. We have our SoundCloud. Let me just go for it. Tappilini. Wait. That is a version that do you hear the kids? Well, that's because I made this version which is shorter for kids. We have a school. Can you imagine? There is a school. Baby boomers. I don't know if you have heard of the baby boomers. It's a line of schools around the world, but this is school in Mexico. They are teaching kids, parents, and staff Tappilini. This what you're gonna do now. It's been introduced to a full family on a school, between families and staff and the kids. And we are working to introduce this process to prisons and to corporate environments. So there is an opportunity to make money out of it if you are interested. We also have courses that will certify you as a practitioner of Tappilini, and you can go and share it. There is a lot more to learn, but we are already creating this process for you. So, if you go to SoundCloud, you can download it, you can access it. But for now, we are going to I'm gonna play it, and we're gonna do it. All right. So. Back straight. Let's bring our palms together just to kind of tune in. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Sustain the breath in. Relax the shoulders. Relax the muscles of your face. Elongate your neck. Tuck in your chin slightly. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Sustain the breath. And exhale with that Om. Inhale deep. Exhale. And relax. And get ready. We're going to start tapping and repeating the mantra. I'm going to put the mantra here. I'm going to put the mantra in the comments, so if anybody is not sure of what are the sounds. Ram Das Guru. Okay, Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ram Das Guru. That's it. Ready? Guru Guru Ram Das Guru 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 Vahe 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 Guru Guru Ram Das Guru. Guru Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Guru Vahe Guru Guru Ramdas Guru 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 Inhale deep. Exhale. Inhale deep. Keep your eyes closed. Sustain the breath in. Exhale. And breathe normally. For me, it takes time to come back because many times my mind is so quiet and so relaxed that I just want to stay there. Like now, I just went to that place where I just want to feel the vibration. How do you feel? How are you feeling? I want to invite you to send me your comments, either here or on on our website, www.tappilini.com. And you can join our tribe. We have an English tribe, and there's a link right as soon as you log in. You can check that link and say a strong vibration. It is a very strong vibration, isn't it? It is. I mean, it gets you to that place. This is what we did right now, was 39 repetitions. Hard to come back, like you said, yeah. I know. Right now it's like, okay, just breathe in and come back and open your eyes and come back. I don't know if you have heard of Wim Hof, the Iceman. This guy that swims naked in the Arctic or climbs the Himalayas in shorts. He says in his practice, that you need to breathe 33 times deeply and powerfully to connect with that powerful side where everything is possible. What we did right now was 39 deep inhalations. And instead of breathing out, we were that we did 39 times. Just imagine how much clarity you can have, and not only clarity of mind, but clarity of being. Just feeling more comfortable being you, feeling more comfortable in your own skin. That's what we are here for. Just enjoying life. It's not about pursuing happiness. It's about seducing happiness for it to come to us. So we just get ourselves so beautiful, so relaxed, that there is no chance that happiness, abundance, joy, health, freedom of all kinds, creativity, and every single aspect of you that you wish and you would love to see flourish like the Garden of Eden. Well, this is it. This is when we work with ourselves. This is a very simple technique, and it's free, and it's self-taught. I mean, not self-taught, I mean, you do it with yourself. You don't need a practitioner. You can have someone like me showing you, but you do it. If you want someone to teach you or to practice in your job or something like that, you can pay the time of that person, but Tappilini itself is free. It's free for everyone. And you can do it. I do it every single day when I wake up. And I've been doing it for the last 2 years. I've been practicing the same mantra since 2009. And I've been doing tapping since 2012, and I put both of them together in 2018, while I was ongoing a massive process of survivals of child abuse, where just all the demons came out of the Pandora box. Sorry. So, if you connected with this technique, and you would like to know more, you want to I don't know, go deeper in this rabbit hole, I will invite you to visit our website, www.tappilini.com. You can send me an email at tappilini@gmail.com, or simply tune in every Thursday at 6:30 London time, and I will be here sharing with you another perspective of our emotions. And with this, we come to the end of our transmission. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, 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 if you have any questions, this is the moment. Come on, just find the moments, find the words, and if you have any questions, suggestions, or I don't know, just anything that you would like to say, to share with me and with everyone who is right now connected, please share it. And if not, please make sure that in this moment you give me a tiny piece of that space here in between your ribs, because I want to send you all my love, all my gratitude, and this enthusiasm for being alive, and to share with you this beautiful technique. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. And when I said God, I mean this beautiful universe which controls everything. And all your dreams may come true. Until next time, Sat Nam, Namaste. Hasta la próxima. Ciao. Bye. No questions? Okay. Ciao. How do I turn this off? Nope, that's not it.